Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. Around a year ago, I moved to the US for university. In my first week there, I met my now boyfriend. However, 6 months ago, he dropped out to start a dropshipping business. He was a sociology major for context. I tried to persuade him to stay in school for a backup plan, but he explained to me that the dropshipping market is huge and he'll make more money than he would if he got his degree. A while ago, I got a waitressing job at a very popular food chain. If I said that name, it's likely a lot of people would know it, and for my context, my work is the first location in the chain. I won't lie, I make minimum wage, but decent with the tipping. My boyfriend's business actually makes decent money, around $3,000 to $4,000 per month. This sounds good, but he has a terrible attitude and thinks everyone still in school has a job paying less than him or doesn't own their own business is inferior. He also considers himself an alpha male and continuously watches business lessons on YouTube Shorts. An alpha male? Dude, that's freaking embarrassing, man. Yesterday, we got into a fight. It all started when I got home from work and was going to tell him about how we got a surprise visit from a worker at a restaurant and how we got along so well. The first thing he said was, "How old is she? What's her salary? Must be $7.50 an hour." I told him that she was around my grandmother's age, and he started berating her for still working at her age and how she still doesn't have enough money to retire. I was getting really irritated at him and decided to tell him the rest of my story about her. Her and her husband founded the chain. They're probably multi-millionaires. They have earned more than you will probably ever make with your business. I definitely said more, but I can't remember what exactly. I think he started crying because he stopped talking and locked himself in the bathroom, and the last thing he said to me was, "Can you actually stop shaming me? My job pays for our rent." I feel so horrible about what I said, but I just thought he needed to understand that making fun of people's jobs is terrible. I also understand that I do live with him, and his job definitely lets us live more comfortably than the average people our age. So what? Just because you're paying for someone's rent doesn't mean you're a good person. Like, look at his attitude. He wanted to mock that grandmother without even knowing her backstory. The fact that he was berating her for not having enough money to retire, that's a lot of people. A lot of people don't have enough money to retire. And it's not because they're lazy. It's because life just freaking throws bricks at them, okay? And sometimes parents would rather give everything to the kids than spend on themselves. Like, a lot of the cases when parents are working, it's because of the kids. Like, I saw a grandmother working. She was probably like 80 or something. And she has a son at home that she needs to look after. And he's probably like, what, 50? But she's out here selling vegetables to make a living, to provide for her son that can't provide for her. Crazy how people are so quick to judge, like this guy. Why is he mocking everyone? He's insecure about himself, isn't he? Because I feel like he is. If you mock someone for their job, you probably don't even like your own. Like, huh? Like, what's wrong with you? If that was my boyfriend, oh hell nah. Staying with that long term, oh, gonna be a freaking disaster. Watch what he does when he starts making more than 3 to 4K a month. Watch when he starts making 10K a month. How is he gonna treat everyone? I'm scared for that. Dude, I hate people like that. They think they're above everyone because they make more money. How? Like, why do you think you're above someone just because you make more money? Still a terrible person. I'm 17. My sister Jillian is 34. She was rather rebellious as a teenager and essentially pissed her life down the drain, so as a result, my parents are extra strict with me, despite the fact I've never even given them a reason to be. I'm grounded until Christmas with a review at Halloween because I was 20 minutes late home last month. The reason I was late home was because my friend's mum was driving me and stopped to run into a shop, then refused to explain to my parents why I was late home and accused me of being dramatic. Anyways, yesterday was my birthday. My parents asked 2 weeks beforehand what I wanted and told me a week beforehand that they had gotten it for me. On Wednesday, I had forgotten to wash out a tin of Heinz I had made myself before throwing it in the bin, so clearly I'm the devil child. This led to my parents discarding the item they had bought me for my birthday and using that as punishment the next day by surprising me with nothing in front of Jillian. This was my breaking point and I lashed out, shouting at Jillian because it realistically is her fault I can't do anything or go anywhere. She's why I'm always grounded, and if she could have kept a note out of her nose at 16, then I wouldn't be in this position. I told my parents they're awful people who couldn't raise their first child right, so now they're taking it out on me. Long story short, Jillian left crying and I'm now grounded until Easter. My parents are mad and my dad is refusing to speak or eat with me until I get my act sorted out. I made the situation worse by telling him he's a prick. Didn't Easter just pass a couple months ago? So they're grounded until next year. What kind of parenting is that? Just because they were 20 minutes late and they forgot to throw something away, and then they were mad because they got grounded for something that's just so stupid, and now they're just grounded for like 1 year. What the hell? What's Jillian crying for? Honestly, but what you crying for? Like, hello, if you're so sad, if you feel guilty, then buy your sister the present. These parents are ridiculous, honestly. Don't know how to be parents. They can't even parent the second child correctly. That's crazy. You have 2 kids. Surely you learn from your first one. Nope, you don't learn. You don't learn anything at all. Honestly, I don't even think this is about Jillian. It's just about the parents. Yeah, it is the parents' fault why everyone is like this. So I wouldn't even want to blame the sister, because I would feel bad for her too. Because look at their parents, man. The dad is refusing to speak to his own kid. What are y'all doing? Acting like kids too. You can't give the kid the silent treatment. You guys are adults. Imagine doing that to your kid. I'm not going to speak to you. I'm going to give you the silent treatment. Alright, moving on. Me and my wife are newlywed couples. My wife has 4 friends who she has been really close with since high school. For a celebration, my wife decided to go to an expensive steakhouse. The day comes and we go in separate cars there. We all eat and my wife slides the bill, $700, and proceeds to say the man should always pay for the wife and her friends. I love awkwardly saying why. She says because I'm the man. I tell her that the only other person I would pay for would be you and me. Her friends proceeded to laugh at me, calling me a broke husband. I stand up and put 2 $100 bills for me and my wife's food and leave. My wife gets home and starts screaming at me, saying I made her feel embarrassed, how she promised her friends I'd pay, and that her friends made fun of her on the ride home for marrying a man who can't pay the bill. I decided to pack a bag and head to my friend's house. I told my parents and friends, and they say I should have just paid. Now I'm having second thoughts if I overreacted. He shouldn't have to. No. Don't pay for that. If I was the guy, I wouldn't want to be paying for like 5 other hyenas. Piss off. Seriously, look at that personality. The fact that they thought it was okay to make someone pay for them. What? You're gonna sit there and think someone's husband is gonna pay for your meal? Like, no, it doesn't make sense for him to pay for you. You pay yourself. You ate the meal, so you pay. Like, where do you think the food went? In your stomach. And the wife embarrassed herself, because if she wanted him to pay, she should have just asked him about it. Been like, can you pay for my friends? Blah, 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 blah. And if he says no, then don't tell your friends that your husband's gonna pay. Jeez. Like, dude, the wife is embarrassing, man. Her friends are embarrassing too. Like, what? You guys are broke? You want someone else to pay for you? Honestly. Laughing like hyenas. I'm broke. That's embarrassing. The man should always pay for her wife and her friends. Who said? Who said? Like, I wouldn't even want to see the friends ever again. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!